Y'all know what's going on. It's time for another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and welcome to the show. Look here, I'm picking it back up with my partner, Lil Bud, about why he don't trust the po-po. And but go ahead, Bud. Let's continue this conversation, man. I appreciate you coming back. Now, the other aspect of, how what that incident did to you, as far as, what it did to your life, your worldview, the police, and everything else. You said that is what catapulted you into a life of crime, right?
For sure.
That shaped you. Could you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, it helped my views with directing me one way towards the police, but it also started my criminal behavior. Mm-hmm. But before then, I was just the average inner city kid, neighborhood kid playing football, basketball in the middle of the street. Mm-hmm. Throw an egg at a car when they ride down the street. Yeah. That was about as much trouble as I got in. But I know that day, I knew of weed because they were, older people smoke it around, family members. But that day when he went to jail, he left some weed in the house. Mm-hmm. And I knew my cousin smoked it, so I just grabbed it and I showed an older cousin of mine. Mm-hmm. And he gave me, he gave me about $40. Mm-hmm. So I said, he got plenty more of this in the house. Mm-hmm. Every day that I went around my cousin, I would just take a little more up out of the room, the same amount that he would give me $40. And each day he gave me $40 that I seen.
That is.
And that's what made my bell go off. They're like, I can sell this somehow, some way to my cousins and get some money. So that started my criminal behavior right there.
Let me ask this, and we'll keep talking about that, but let me ask you this question because I think this is important.
Yeah.
You say before, because of the DARE program and other programs where the police came into the schools and talked to the kids, you had a healthy respect.
For sure.
For what the police did, and you respected them sacrificing themselves for the community to protect and serve, right?
Yeah, for sure. I did.
After that incident happened to you, you lost that.
It definitely was lost.
Now, when did you connect the dots? Because I know this morning you said that incident catapulted you into your criminal lifestyle. You started doing certain things. But when did you, if you ever connected the dots to where, if that wouldn't have happened to me, I probably wouldn't have been doing this, because you respected what the police did.
I did.
And they didn't want you, police are not out advocating and want people to be out in the street selling drugs. Right?
Yeah.
So did you ever connect the dots and think that, this right here don't happen, maybe this don't happen?
Yeah, I connected those dots. I want to say about, before I come to prison in 2006, my first time. I had connected it a couple of years before that, because I knew when I jumped off the porch, I could always relate to that time when I jumped off the porch.
You don't respect them no more.
Yeah, I didn't have trust in them no more.
Better word.
Yeah. Now, the lack of respect comes from, like I say, me trying to sell weed into the streets, and now I'm being taught, when you see the police, run. At first, when you see the police and wave, ask for a sticker. They give you police stickers. They give you, they would always give us bubblegum candy and talk to us. It was cool. But when I got into the streets, you can't get caught with what you got in your pocket. So when you see the police, now is when we see the police run.
You can't trust them. You
can't trust them. You definitely going to jail with this. Mm-hmm. So I know I connected those dots early, maybe 16 or 17, because by that time we would talk about when did we jump off the porch. Yeah. And you jumped off the porch at 15. I jumped off, it was a badge of honor. Yeah. No, I was 11. Yeah. I was doing this at 11. Yeah. I'm in 6th grade.
You got more street cred than me. You've been doing this long.
I've been doing this for a long time. I tell them all, I got put out of 6th grade because I got caught with a quarter ounce of weed and $200 at Ross Elementary. I was a little faster. I was a couple of years faster than my peers. Yeah. So I was able to connect those dots, but I wasn't able to see what it was doing to me.
Right. Or what? Looking back, what did it do to you?
It made me fearless of the law, which that's something that I think we all need a healthy fear of.
Yeah.
And I was fearless, didn't care. When I see him, I'm running. So they not gonna care. I never got caught until I was 19. So from 11 to 19, I got away on these feet.
Yeah.
So I was fearless of the law, didn't care, and I couldn't see what it was doing to me. Like I said, by that time I was carrying a gun because I got my first one from my father at 11. So knew I was supposed to have it in the house, but just to show my friends I got a gun, I was walking around with a shotgun in my leg at 11, 12 years old. I know I kept it for 2 years. Then he was he came and got his gun back.
Right.
When I was probably about 13, when I got in 9th grade, he came and got his gun back.
Did he ever tell you why?
Well, I was bad. So he knew it. My mama done said this boy walking around with this gun. You know,
He only wanted you to have it for protection.
He wanted me for protection.
And when you put it in another situation where you out here stunting with
he came and got that.
He said that's not good.
Yeah, he came. My mama called and said, "Nah, this boy walking around with this gun in this damn neighborhood."
Right.
And then I was just walking around with it to be cute. Didn't have an enemy in the world.
By then, you turned out to the game though.
Yeah, I was 2 years in. I was 2 years in the streets. Like I said, I got put out of 6th grade for a quarter ounce of weed and $200.
Yeah.
That was all the same year. All that happened within the same year.
So then you get to fast forward. You a grown man now, right? Got kids.
Yeah.
And this incident has shaped the way you raise your kids when it comes to the police.
It definitely do. Cause I had a my son when he was about 4. He said, I want to be the police. And I knew I was into my kid's head when my daughter said, "You can't be coming over here to police." I said, "What?" So, yeah, when he said it, I was like, "You ain't gonna be no damn police."
Right.
You know, just like it's not an option.
Wasn't even an option.
No, it wasn't an option. We just do not deal with the
remember? And I know this is asking a lot.
Yeah.
But like when you told your son that, how old was he?
About 4.
Do you remember what his facial expression was?
No, I don't. I can't.
I know that's asking too much.
I can't say.
I was curious about that. Like,
I can't say.
I wonder what a kid would think. Wait a minute, my daddy telling me no, and his sister.
Yeah.
How old was she?
They 3 years apart, so she like 7.
7 years old. You done already put that in her.
Yeah, we don't deal with the police. Sit down, police behind us, we finna get pulled over.
How did that?
All type of stuff.
You got grandkids?
Nah, don't do that to me, Joe.
Oh no, I'm just asking, bro.
Don't do that to me.
I'm just asking. I'm just, I'm trying to find.
My daughter's 17 right now. I'm ready.
No. I know you ain't playing about that.
You got me thinking now. Hope I got some years. Give me about 6, 7 years.
6, 7 more years. I know that's right. But look, I'm glad you told me that, because that helps me understand you a little bit better. But it also, I hope that the people that are listening to this show, I hope it helps them to understand, how some of us form our world views of the police. It ain't just because I'm breaking the law that I don't like the police. When you participate in criminal life, something happens.
Sure.
In most situations, something happens to make you start to not like them. And then when you don't like them, then you start to not fear them a little bit, not respect them. You understand? So then you have no problem. And then when you get out in the streets, you start learning a whole nother code that you apply to them. Don't trust them, run from them, this, that, and the third. They the enemy. And that changes your whole life.
Yeah.
That changes your whole life. Like you said, once upon a time, y'all used to wave at them. They would talk to you and everything was good, and you wanted to do, because they were adults and people of authority and people of responsibility, you wanted to do right by them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now it's like, ain't nothing. And I think that people need to hear that so that they can know what to do, because maybe some of them out there got kids that done had a bad experience with the police, but they haven't talked to them about it.
Yeah. You gotta talk to them. You got to talk.
You gotta talk to them about it.
Or it's gonna be bottled up, and you'll never know until it's almost too late, or it is too late.
Yeah.
And then it's just an afterthought.
Yeah. Let me switch gears a little bit, right? Because I want them to get both sides of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you the jokester up in here. You know, like you be telling these stories, man. Like when you been at these other prisons and stuff happens, you know, and you always put a funny spin on it, right? Another brother was telling me this morning when you were telling the story the other day about when you got robbed or somebody tried to rob you. You were telling the story the other day.
Ain't no tell. I don't know what he said.
Now it don't matter what he said. Could you? When somebody tried to rob you one time?
Yeah, for sure.
Would you share that story with us?
Which one?
Anyone you want to share, bro?
Well, I mean, it done happened twice, so I ain't gonna say which one.
Okay.
I'm a loner, and I'm not affiliated, so I think I'm prime suspect for prime suspect. Let's get him. Yeah. Prime suspect. Let's get him. Huh?
Yeah.
So it was they just pulled out a gun and I'm looking like he talking. So I said maybe I can talk my way up out of this.
Yeah.
So he's shaking and I'm shaking. He said, "Man, I ain't robbing you. I'm messed up, man, and I need it." I said, well, what you need, man? Maybe we can see what can happen. I can give you some of it. I won't give you all my money.
Yeah.
And I know he looked at the ground. I said, okay, go my chance right here. I grabbed the gun, and both times I grabbed the gun. I'm gonna grab the gun. I don't know what type of fool I am, but I just grabbed it, wrestled away from him, and I ran. He ran, and we came back. You know, we seen each other later, a couple years later, really. But I just ran and got safe, but I'll talk my way up out of a situation, man.
Right.
If you don't shoot me first, maybe you just playing. I gotta test my limits.
Yeah,
I gotta test my limits, man.
Yeah.
If you shoot me first, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Well, if you talking, I'm gonna talk with you. I'm gonna talk until you get through. Man. Just,
wait on your chest to run.
I ain't quick neither, so I need a little head start.
So how have you used your humor at these prisons, other prisons that you've been, to get through those tough times? Because I know how hard it is if you're not affiliated. You know,
for sure.
I was affiliated. You know, so I know what it's like for somebody who's not affiliated.
And then like you said, I ain't affiliated. And then I come in at 19 with a 22-year sentence. So I had more time than my age.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But one thing that kept me going was me joking. Even in school, I was the class clown because all I did was joked and played. So it's kind of that saying, we got to laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah.
And this ain't a place where you can cry.
No.
You know, and not be frowned upon.
Don't let nobody see it.
Yeah, so it ain't a place like that. So my crying is me laughing. So I cry through humor, man. Mm-hmm. So dead serious, I make you laugh at a funeral. Mm-hmm. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry at this funeral, even though it might be the best option right now is to release my tears. Mm-hmm. But you cry through humor. I cry through humor, man. Mm-hmm. And it's not a place where you can cry without being frowned upon. So we still got that sense of pride. Mm-hmm. And like I say, if you ain't affiliated and you around here crying, then like you be getting robbed and charged to take a shower. Charged to lay down in your own cell. It be all type of stuff going on, man. So, like I say,
so I know once upon a time you were like the most. Both of us coughing.
You got it.
You did it. Yeah, I got over mine. You come coughing, got me coughing.
You got it. Joe got it.
I remember you coming from one of the most violent prisons in the state.
For sure.
What was that like for you?
Trisdale was hell. I ain't finna sugarcoat it. I didn't personally go through the hell, but I went through the hell. It didn't happen to me, but I seen it.
Yeah.
And that is a place where if you're not affiliated, you almost not gonna be able to survive. But if you're from Nashville or Memphis, every unit you go to, it's gonna be at least 40 people in it that you know. Mm-hmm. And if you from one of them places and don't know 5-6 people, then you through, man. Mm-hmm. Well, they got something called white slavery.
White slavery.
White slavery. All white boys are slaves. They cleaning drawers. They wiping up blood when folk get stabbed. They getting their lick back. Folks is getting their lick back. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't affiliated, you might not get to eat a tray.
Ever?
I mean, when it's sloppy Joe, you know, you can get some sloppy Joe. That's about it. That's about it. You ain't get no chicken sandwich. No, none of that. No burger. You through. You're done. You my homeboy try.
They're down there. They're being treated like slaves.
Yeah.
Like, give me an example of what I mean.
It's hard.
Like you said, they got to clean up.
They got to clean up some in the middle of a stabbing. They tell them go clean that blood up, so there's no evidence when the police come. It's no white gangs. They make them all go to PC, and if you're not affiliated, it go white folk. Just the bottom of the totem pole. Then you got your non-affiliated black folks. And that's how it goes. It's the bottom of the food chain. So, yeah. Man, you gotta know somebody, man. And like I say, man, just me running them streets for so long, I knew a lot of people. Yeah. So when I come through, it's like, hey, leave him alone. Yeah. He's straight. Yeah. So without it, I would have had to go through a whole lot of BS. Yeah. Because our civil rights are being violated down there. Your civil rights. All the way political. Human rights, all that, man. Them folk walking around with swords. The officers talking about, ooh, that's a big knife you got. So
they don't take the knife?
No. You when they search your cell, they say, give us the knife, and we won't write you up. You just give them one of them. You keep the other, you give them one, they keep on going, man. They don't care about you down there, man. You hogs. You hogs in the pen. The big hog win.
Just that on that.
Yeah, it's that on that. It's no place for a human. That place is dangerous, man. I seen it every single day.
I know you had told me once when you first got there, I don't know what on the chain of time, but like you wouldn't buy a lot of commissary.
I bet not. I ain't affiliated. I told you I ain't affiliated. Them folk get robbed. Them folk get robbed every week, commissary day. Bet not. I got me a little 25. That's the most I ordered the whole time I was down there. $25 bag. I swing that bag so loud and proud so everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want this motherfucker. It's so small. It's not even enough for me. I know you even risk your life to try to come and get it. Well, the boy running there with that 85 sack.
They get it.
3 of them come right behind him. Open your door. That's a trick when they say, let me help you in your room, homie. You might well just start fighting right there.
It don't even matter if you're not affiliated, black, white, purple.
No, they coming for you first. It's easy. They know it ain't too much come behind it, but from one person. Yeah. You don't have no crew behind you. It's just you. And they know if you got a knife or not already. So, man, you the lowest thing on the totem pole. White, then non-affiliated black people. That's who they going. They prey on the weak. So, or who they think weak.
Yeah.
It's a different place.
That's gonna get it.
They definitely gonna get it. They definitely gonna get it. Just what you do when you get it that first time, depending on if you gonna get it that second time.
You better fight back.
You better fight first.
All day. Fight first. Not fight back, just fight first.
Just found.
You just need to find somebody.
I hit you out wrong. I apologize. I thought you was finna do something. You know what I'm saying? It's best to be wrong than sorry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that place, I know that's right. That place is dangerous.
I feel
the dangerous place I ever been in my life. I've been in projects that I'm not from. Everybody got a gun except for me. Yeah. I was safe.
You didn't feel that scared?
Nah, I tried. I was scared every day I woke up. You don't know what's gonna happen, man.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know.
Did that. But look here, bud, man. I appreciate that, man, and I really do.
Just put them soups in the cut. Just have
he charged me, y'all. Ain't that something?
With noodles.
It's supposed to be a public service.
No. I don't like the public.
I know, my goodness. I thought you didn't like the public. But anyway, look. I appreciate you doing this, man. Anybody out there, man, y'all got in the comments, hit me up in the comment section on the page, man, and let Bud know what you think about this interview, right? Appreciate you doing this, okay?
No, it's all good.
This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, and I say peace, y'all.
I'm getting so tired.